Hey, you kids, cut that out. Don't you know there's only one Spider-Man?
Sorry, Mr. Lee.
Come on, Wolf. Let's get out of here.
Oh, boy.
Hey everybody, this is Perch. Have a mail here about the families. Now, if you remember back, and this takes us back like a year and a half, I had Jeff Thorne on. He was writing Green Lantern at the time, and he was talking about one of his points that he made that I think generally everybody agreed with, or I certainly did, is that the family nature of the character of the books, not actual families, but basically having 10 Green Lanterns, 20 Flashes, 15 Supermen, 18 Wonder Woman, etc. That basically it starts to take away from the uniqueness of the characters, just too many. Now, he wasn't calling for, I don't want to misrepresent what he was saying. He wasn't calling for like, we got to murder all of them or, just go back to the white versions of all, nothing like that. Just that there's just too many. And so we have a mail here from a viewer, and it kind of is in the same boat, but we'll talk a little bit about the families. This mail's the families, I'm tired of the families. So it goes, Dear Perch, I feel like I speak for a lot of people when I say enough with the families in comics. We have the Bat family, the Spider family, etc. With a number of them running around, there should be no crime in Gotham, New York, or Central City. That is why I think they should kill off at least 50% of them and make them stay dead, 25 years at least. For example, reduce the Bat family to the 4 Robins. By the way, how screwed up is it? We're like, please reduce the Bat family to 4 Robins. Anyway, Batgirl, Oracle, and Cassandra, Huntress and Batman, or the Flash. Okay, hang on a second. The Bat family, we're wanting to reduce the Bat family to 4 Robins, 2 Batgirls, the Huntress, and Batman. So that's 8. That's 8. I'm with you in general, by the way, the person wrote this in, but still just listen to yourself. 8. We're wanting to reduce it to 8. That is insane. There are just the supporting cast of these characters are off the charts. Anyway, and bear in mind, I'm looking forward to the Philip Kennedy Johnson Action Comics, which is going to lean into the Superman family. So I mean, I'm a hypocrite there. I am looking forward to that title, but even there, you look at that, okay, we're going to have Connor, we're going to have John, we're going to have Superman, we're going to have Lois, we're going to have the new 2 twins, we're going to have Supergirl, we're going to have Power Girl. I think I'm forgetting a couple. It's a lot. Anyway, we'll continue this mail, sorry. Or reduce the Flash family to only 4, Jay, Barry, Wally, and Bart, or the Earth Green Lanterns to only 3, Hal, Guy, and John, with Kyle becoming a White Lantern again. This is the bare minimum I ask for because I think it's getting out of hand and reduces the ability to stay focused and go tell character stories when you have 2,000 million Batman running around. Thanks for your time. Merry Christmas. Okay. So I agree. I mean, I think it's a problem. And it's a problem in the sense that they don't have enough stories to handle all these characters. That's the core issue. It becomes this glut of a supporting cast. And it also starts to give what's the villain line from Incredibles? When everyone is super, nobody is. Part of the charm of some of these families, like the Flash family, and it can be just letting the kids be kids. They don't need powers. In fact, one of the big storytelling hooks they could have done before aging up John was like, don't give him powers right away. When will the powers kick in? We don't know, and you can have that be a climactic moment 10 years from now or whatever it happens to be. But it's this rush to quickly do something interesting with everyone. And I'm sure there's some kind of bait and switch aspect to it. But with the latest reveal that Mary Jane has powers, I mean, look at the Spider family. You got Spider-Man, you have Miles, you have Silk, you have the entire Spider-Verse of every single character, and anyone who remotely feels popular, they immediately like, shit, this one sold 5 more copies than the last one. Quick, spin it off into a series. We've got Norman. They're doing something with the kid, with Ned's kid. Or no, sorry, not Ned's kids. Norm's. Jesus, you see what I'm talking about? There's too many. We've got Ben Riley, and now his wife's got power. She's what the Halloween girl. We've got, and again, Mary Jane has powers. Black Cat is in there. It gets to be everyone is running around, and there's not enough books or story to deal with all these guys. And instead of something special happening, I mean, you look back at the Silver Age, and every now and then it's be like, Perry White got powers. What the hell is going on? Oh, he's smoking magic cigars. And it was an issue. You didn't have to deal with, the second, third, and fourth issue where Perry White suddenly, trying to be a superhero and trying to juggle that story. And like, well, I guess we need to do a limited series here. And now, one of the things about comics is that there's too many of them. I mean, first off, you've got what, 6,000 this year, 2022. When you have that many comics, it's hard to stand out. It's hard to be unique. And one of the things that the big two at least lean on is that these characters, these iconic, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Captain America, etc., they have, a unique brand. And so even though you're telling superhero stories and, maybe there's only a finite amount of adventure stories you can tell, you still get the benefit of these well-established 50-year brands that, you can market off of. But when you start creating all the different families, all the different variants, all the different versions of these characters, it waters down that IP. And then before you know it, you're swimming trying to find visibility amongst the other 6,000 comics that are being printed this year. It's incredibly hard to do. I would argue, look at the X-Men for a moment. You had this kind of weird situation where you had the X-Men. They were kind of loner outcasts. There weren't many of them. There were mutants, but some were living down in the sewer, and every now and then we found one and weren't sure what to do with this kind of a special thing. There's a new mutant character that's appearing. During this, what was it? Was it the Fantastic Four? No, it was Excalibur. It was an issue of Excalibur, and they do this 2-part Art Adams guest stint. And the fans could basically submit a new character, a new mutant character. And it was a big deal. It was like a little contest, and then the character got drawn in the book, and it was pretty cool. And the character was promptly forgot about for like 25 years. But anyway, the character was there, and it was interesting. And then when Grant Morrison came around, they kind of took the Genosha situation, which we already knew there were a bunch of mutants down there, and they're like, there's millions of mutants down there, actually. And then, he kills a couple, but in the process, there's mutants everywhere. The schools opened up. There's suddenly massive amounts of mutant characters all over the place. And at some point, Marvel looked at that and goes, there's too many. It's confusing people. So let's, we're going to, bring in the No More Mutants moment with Scarlet Witch, and we're going to reduce them to make them special again. And then slowly but surely over the last 10 years, they've built them back up again. Now there's lots of mutants again. And Scarlet Witch comes in and let there be mutants. And I mean, there's now you get to Krakoa, and there are mutants tripping all over each other. And once again, we're back in a place where it doesn't feel special. And I do think, to the letter writer's point, where this all inevitably heads is we're going to have to kill a lot of them. And that's going to be, then people are going to protest on Twitter. You killed my favorite. How dare you? You killed too many, non-white characters because you killed 1 out of 500. I like whatever it happens, but you're just going to get into this zoo that you could have prevented by just having a little restraint up front. But yes, too many family characters, absolutely. Anyway, thank you for writing in. Hope you're having a great year. And thanks for listening.